Good morning, afternoon, evening, teacher. In this presentation, we stand before you to deliver the fascinating profession of food science. Our members are Katherine Angela Cachique Picon, Sebasthian Luciano Sacsa Meza, Luigi Andrés Cariapaza Garcia, Mónica Isabel Graneros Hernández, Annie Tello Valenzuela y Shalim Anghelo Julca Obregon. So let's begin. Etymologically, bromatology is derived from the Greek broma, which means food, and logy, which means study. Currently systematized, it analyzes the production, handling, conservation, distribution, commercialization, consumption, nature, and chemical composition of the food. As we are purely biological species, we depend on metabolisms that involve the consumption of proteins, vitamins, fats, and minerals through food. Although throughout history some of the empirical practices in food have been correct, the concept as science was recently defined because we have been looking for methods to know what we are consuming and if it's indicated. It has been like this since ancient times, with Hippocrates when he mentioned, "Let food be your food and food your medicine." He tells us that there is something good in food without being able to prove it. Another example was Lavoisier, who thought he tried in some ways to investigate what the body needs as good food. He did not fully understood what the safety of food entails. The birth of bromatology, also called food science, arises with Pasteur. It became like this with his pasteurization method in 1864, a specialized study regarding safety. It is when bromatology was born as a predictive and preventive science. However, it was Joseph Jacob Planck in 1784 the first person that writes bromatology.
Now, I will explain the history of bromatology in the University of San Marcos. Well, the Faculty of Pharmacy and Biochemistry of the Universidad Nacional Mayor de San Marcos is a pioneer in the training of professionals in the area of food. Due to the concern of Dr. Fortunato Carranza, who brought interest to study food, creating the first bromatology in Peru, making the authorities understand the need to know the behavior of food in the human body. Basically, the importance. The career was created in 2008, and later various type of research and special theses were carried out in this area, many of which gave rise to start of a different industries in the country. At the same time, the Latin American Center of Education and Research in Food, um, food bacteriology, um, um, CLEIBA, was created in 1963. Finally, the postgrad unit was created, where high-level professional studies in the second, especially in bromatology, and a master degrees in food sciences in science were considered.
Bromatology objectives. The bromatology is a discipline that focuses on the study of food and its impact on human health. The first objective of the bromatology career is to ensure of security. Its purpose is to ensure that the food reaching people's tables is safe and free from contaminants and health risks. Now, the analysis and control of food equality. They aim to prevent foodborne illnesses and promote healthy and eating habits. The second objective is to quality food equality. They are responsible for evaluating the nutritional compositions of food, verify labeling and supervision, production and handling process. They seek to ensure that food meetings equality standards and contribution to balanced and nutritious diet. The third objective is to foster research and innovation in the field of food, bromatology professionals and community to scientific advancements in the food industry. They investigate new preservation techniques, develop nutritional foods, and devise methods for detecting contaminants, among other relevant aspects for the food industry. The objectives of the bromatology career are to ensure food safety and quality while promoting researching and innovation in the field. Bromatologists have the opportunity to contribute to the well-being of society to protecting people's health and promoting proper nutrition.
Current cause of human nutrition. Nowadays, nutrition presents many problems, mainly the lack of good eating habits, misinformation, sedentary lifestyle, excessive consumption of processed foods, and the little importance and little time we dedicate to our diet are some of the problems that are currently presented in nutrition. Obesity and overweight. In Peru, 35.5% of people between 15 years of age and older are overweight, and 17.8% are obese, according to a study conducted in 2015. The main cause of overweight and obesity is an energy imbalance between calories consumed and calories expended caused by a poor diet, changes in eating habits, and low physical activity. Being overweight makes you more vulnerable to develop cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, etc. Lack of good eating habits. Eating habits have effects on our health. Poor eating habits influence the development of risk factors, such as overweight, obesity, and diabetes. Poor eating habits, such as skipping any of the 3 daily meals and excessive consumption of fast foods, are factors that can contribute to an increase in body weight. These factors have a direct impact on the individual's state of obesity, which is increasing alarmingly worldwide. These conditions have negative impacts on blood pressure, serum cholesterol, and triglyceride levels. There is a need to promote good habits in the world population, especially among university students, since the duration of university life and its context is considered a critical period for the acquisition of healthy habits. Due to changes in the routine among young people entering university life, there is a reduction in physical activity as a result of sedentary habits and the ingestion of unhealthy food. This occurs due to the demands and high levels of stress suffered by university students as a result of these responsibilities, which implies a deterioration in the eating and physical habits. Excessive consumption of processed foods. These products are industrial formulations made from the food-derived substance, usually containing various types of additives that provide very pure nutrients. Worldwide, the consumption of ultra-processed foods is increasing, resulting in nutritional unbalanced diet. Also, recent studies suggest that such foods are harmful to health and are associated with an incidence of obesity, hypertension, and cancer. There has been an increase in these chronic diseases in several countries, which highlights the importance of health systems that promotes healthy habits that protect, sustains, and improves people's health.
It's evident that we want safety in terms of what we eat. Everyone wants to be safe, and to know the safety of food, we need to define what needs to have a quality food. To define the quality of food, it's not only necessary to consider its nutritional value or its organoleptic qualities, but also its safety. This safety means it should be always linked to the absence of chemical or biological agents capable of endangering or compromising the health of the consumer. In general terms, the concept of security refers to the property that something has to be exempt from causing any danger, risk, or damage. Consequently, this has to be applied to the whole field of food. And to ensure that we need to have some organization about the food and its innocuity, ensuring the food safety is a public health priority and an essential step in achieving food security. So, to guarantee that the food does not affect health, the role of the food quality and safety inspectors are essential. There are many organizations around the world, and one of them is the FDA from the United States. Food safety should be understood as its intrinsic quality of not producing any type of damage whatsoever consumed by any living organism.
The food legislation in Peru is mainly regulated by the Ministry of Health, Meza, through various rules and regulations. One of these is the law of unhealthy eating for boys, girls, and adolescents. The law number 30021 is the law that is proposed to promote healthy eating and prevent obesity and related diseases in the child and adolescent population. This is in accordance with food safety, since it requires true information for the consumer. The specific aspects of law number 30021, including nutritional criteria for the sale and advertising of food in educational institutions, in addition to labeling correctly with warnings the food with healthy risk. Food sanitary regulation. This regulation establishes the sanitary and quality requirements that food must meet in Peru. It includes aspects such as good manufacturing practices. And the last of this is the regulation for the surveillance and sanitary control of food. This regulation establishes the procedures and requirements for the surveillance and sanitary control of food, including the inspection and control of establishments, risk control, and the removal of unsafe food, according to the market. One of these regulatory bodies is the HESA.
Job opportunities. The food science professional can work in different companies in the food industry, such as meat, dairy food, and vegetable seafood, frying, confectionery, oils, among others. Also in the field of commerce, as in trading companies such as chains, for example in Peru, they can become suppliers of sectors such as Cencosud. Packing companies around the world, they can promote them since in addition to supplying, they can promote them commercially. Food conservation, processing and preparation companies or factories. This is a very interesting field science. They would be part of the creation of various food. They will participate in the process of and the career. It prepares them for this. Research centers and laboratories, as we know, there are many advances today and in terms of food. It is no exception, even though various food products can be created through technology, and in the future, one of the college could be one of those who participate in this. Public or regulatory bodies in the food area are also in charge of protecting welfare regulations for the benefit of consumer. While a food science career is new to the job market, there are plenty of opportunities to get involved.
In conclusion, rheumatology must be considered as applied and multidisciplinary science, closely related to the food industry and food laws, within a perfect blend between science and practice in order to ensure the safety of the consumption of food. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.